What are some of his strengths, guys, that you guys think he'd bring to an NFL franchise? Obviously, the receiving threat, the run after the catch, but touch a little bit more on that, Trev.
It's just that determined play style that Damian hit on. I mean, you don't get on the field at Georgia if you're not truly like giving it your all at all times. And you're not afraid to be physical, right?
Yes,
And there was another guy that was at the podium earlier this morning, Javon Bullard, who he also played as an underclassman. He got on the field as an underclassman. When you do that for a talented program and a Kirby Smart program, it's only because like you're willing to do what it takes to win at the position at a very physical level. So Brock Bowers to me is always somebody who is going to give you whatever his all is, whether it is from a receiving perspective, running the routes at full speed that he possibly can, getting into his blocks the best way that he can. He'll take on any assignment. You know, you don't want him taking on defensive ends too often, but like he'll block guys with everything he's got. So, I mean, to me, it starts with that kind of strength level. And then, like Damian mentioned, man, the yards after catchability, those contested catches, breaking tackles. I don't think he's going to be like a major like separator at the NFL level, but because I liked him as a linear athlete more than just like a left to right kind of an athlete. But still, man, to me, that's his strength is that mentality that he brings to it, and that after the catch athleticism.
100%. And you think about the defenses that you could potentially face in the NFL. He's a zone killer through and through.
For sure.
A guy that can press up the seam, break inside, right? You got linebackers follow into their drops, into their spots, and he could just sit down and be available.
Right.
The processing, the understanding of where those coverage spot droppers are going. He does a great job of those things.
Yeah.
But like you said, the man-to-man stuff, because he didn't face it a ton at Georgia because of how the offense was structured, especially with Stetson Bennett, things like that. They would move him around. You didn't get a chance to get hands-on. And in the NFL, if you're going to be detached in the slot, they're going to put a nickel corner up on the line.
Right. They'll challenge you
a
for
safety,
sure.
You know, a Derwin James, all these different guys. You think about Jesse Bates. These guys who could do multiple things and be versatile, they can get up on the line of scrimmage and just try to disrupt your timing.
100%.
But I think that's where you don't want him having to deal with as much.
Right.
But, man, you get him against zone, in breakers, out breakers, finding the soft spots, right? It's such a nuance to that.
Right.
And not only that, but don't tip off where you're going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stem your route. If that guy's dropping to curl a flat, or a hook curl, stem in that direction, then break it out and break in front of him, right? And get away from him. And I think he does a lot of those things very well.